Hi, my name is Jasmin Young. I'm a PhD student in the Department of History at Rutgers-New Brunswick. And last fall, I was able to use Grad Fund to apply for a number of fellowships, one of which I received from the Ford Foundation as a dissertation completion fellowship. So I'd like to use a little bit of my time to talk about what being on the Ford allowed me to do. One of the primary things that having the Ford Fellowship really allowed for was for me to have time to write the dissertation without distractions of TA-ship or any other kind of writing or working that I needed to do to sustain myself financially. So the Ford year allowed me to kind of split up my semesters and to tackle the dissertation without the distractions of being a TA or being a GA or having to work outside of the university to kind of pay rent and buy food and all the other things that we kind of need. And I was able to complete a significant portion of the dissertation as a result of that. The other thing that the Ford allowed me to do was to travel. So I'm a pretty big traveler, and not necessarily for my dissertation, but just in general. I enjoy kind of traveling the world, and so that gave me time to do that in addition to traveling for doing research. The Ford is a fellowship that will pay you once a month. And so the money that I was able to get from them, I was able to use to complete just a little bit of primary research in some of the archives that I hadn't yet visited. So that was really awesome. And then I think the other thing that the Ford really allowed for, this fellowship year in general allowed for, was time to go into the job market. So if you're writing your dissertation and you are applying for jobs or postdocs, this is like an extremely stressful kind of task to do both things at the same time. And it requires quite a bit of time management as well as just organizational skills. And having that fellowship this year really was significant in my ability to apply for the number of jobs and postdocs that I applied for, and I was able to receive some offers. And as a result of that, I think that had I been required to work or TA or any of those things while trying to be on the job market and write the dissertation, I think that would have been like extremely stressful and really difficult to do. And lots of people do it, but I think that really using Grad Fund to apply for fellowships really makes it easier on yourself when you're at that stage where you're going out into the job market and you can talk about your dissertation because you know what the dissertation does and what it is and its benefits to your particular fields. And then finally, the fellowship that I got Ford specifically is very inclusive, and they strongly emphasize networking and building a community of like-minded scholars in academia. So depending on the fellowships that you guys are applying for, this is like one of those hidden gems, just to be able to have that community and network with people who are, interested in your work or interested in seeing you advance to the next level, whether that be a job or a postdoc or later on in your academic career when you're, working towards tenure or full professor. All these things kind of make a difference. So using that fellowship year to create these relationships with people has been really instrumental to my development as a scholar. And so I'm going to end here, and I hope that you guys use Grad Fund and enjoy their services as much as I do. I highly recommend it.